drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bryan Edwards with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Niners at 4 and 10 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, ready? Snap, red. 22 needle. Right. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Red, yellow. Red.
Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man is Duvernay. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, you take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
On 1st down, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown! George Kittle, 38 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Yellow, line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hustle, hustle.
On play action, Lance. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw.
There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on first down is Lance. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Go. 10.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw again on second down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bryan Edwards with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But he's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
18 Rodley, 18 Rodley.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Able to find Gray here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set. Red, yellow, white, 60, claws red. Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Now Lance again. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, the vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Black shot.
From the gun, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Light blue.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
211 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, set. Roll.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. My goodness, 235 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they